morning and welcome into First Take. Skip Bayless and Molly Karam here with you in Bristol. Stephen A. joining us from the City of Angels. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning. What's going on? How y'all doing?
We're good. One of us is.
I'm not doing very well, and I want this on the record before this show gets started. I did not want to do the first topic on this show. You did. You brought it up at our pre-show meeting. We got to do that. So you do it. Go ahead. Be my guest.
By the way, is that a blue suit that you have on right now?
No, it's gray. It's
red.
red.
It looks blue. It looks blue. You sure?
It's metallic.
Like
not a coincidence?
It looks like a little blue and gray up in there. Is that what you're wearing right now?
No, it's bright blue. It's metallic blue in honor of my football team that I still love.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Loyal.
Yeah.
Through and through.
I'm here for you today.
Yeah.
No, he's
That's not true.
He's not here for you. He's hanging out in L.A. All right, let's get into it. Coming up, Steel City, there is a new man in black and gold. Michael Vick is officially a Steeler. How will it all play out? We'll get into that. Plus, one of the Bennett brothers sounds off. The Seahawks' Michael Bennett isn't holding back. Wait till you hear what he had to say. But first, as Skip mentioned, we kick things off in Big D, where America's team took a huge hit. Cornerback Orlando Scandrick told our Ed Warder in a text message he's torn both his ACL and MCL in his right knee and that he will undergo surgery and miss the season. Scandrick's leg bent awkwardly under rookie receiver Lucky Whitehead at the end of a play during practice in Oxnard, California. In another text sent to Warder, Scandrick said, "I'll be back and I'll be better than ever." Stephen A., since this is your topic, how big of a loss is this for the Cowboys?
Well, obviously, it's a devastating loss. I mean, when you consider some of the things that have been highlighted in the articles that have been written about Scandrick. First of all, you know, he's been a friend of the show. He's been on a couple of times. We wish him the best in all seriousness. All joking aside, we certainly wish him the best in a speedy recovery, and we don't wish this upon anybody. So that's the first order of business. Secondly, and more importantly, I think it's a devastating loss for the Dallas Cowboys, who had a suspect defense to begin with. And one of the reasons it was expected to improve this year was because of Scandrick, his ability to defend pretty much anybody, particularly receivers in the slot, knowing what not to do just as much as he knew what to do. What are the statistics here? 14 games last year, 55 tackles, 1 sack, 2 tackles for a loss, 9 pass deflections, 2 forced fumbles, and 2 interceptions. There's no question that his work to the defense is big time. There is no denying that whatsoever. But then when you consider the secondary issues that the Dallas Cowboys had to begin with, this is why they drafted Byron Jones in the first round. That was their first pick. When you look at it, I'm sorry, when they selected him in the first round, because they had questions about the secondary. You're talking about a guy like Byron Jones. So when you got Orlando Scandrick, when you got a Brandon Carr, when you've got an abundance of dudes that you've got to address, there is no question that you've got to do something about it. So losing him, that just, as far as I'm concerned, really inhibits your ability to defend in the secondary, which was a huge question mark for them to begin with. Having said that, shoving aside Scandrick specifically as it pertains to his injuries, because we wish him the best. When you talk about the Cowboys, it just amazes me how stuff just finds a way to happen with this team. I just want to emphasize, Skip, for the purposes of the show, these are the kind of things, again, it's not about injuries. It's about to whom, it's about at what time, it's about at what times things happen, where the catch, there wasn't a catch, but really was a catch, etc. When I say an accident waiting to happen, these are the things that I mean. Whether it be the key pivotal individuals in terms of their health, Sean Lee last year, Scandrick this year, whether it's the catch that wasn't a catch that really should have been a catch with Des Bryant, somehow, some way, whatever needs to go wrong with the Cowboys will go wrong. So my heart's out to you. And the reason why I wanted to bring this subject up to the top of the show, because I wanted to let America know I'm here for my brother from another mother. I'm here for my big brother from another mother. Hold on, because I'm getting a little bit emotional right now. Just think about, hold on. You know, look, man, I'm sorry for you, Skip. I really am. I swear. I really am, Skip. Yeah. I swear to you, I'm really sorry, because I want you to be okay. I want your Cowboys to be okay. I don't want to win the Super Bowl, but Listen, the NFL is better when the Cowboys are better. America is better when the Cowboys are better. And anything that impedes their ability to be great, I understand, is a bit bad for the rest of us. So, you know, again, my heart goes out to you. The Brandon Carrs, the Morris Claibornes of the world. We hope, you know, folks will step up. We hope the Byron Jones of the world. We hope folks will step up because Scandrick is a tremendous loss. But in case they don't, I'll do you this favor, Skip. I will make sure to repeatedly point out Scandrick's absence as justification for their struggles. I'm sorry.
Are you finished?
Yeah.
I don't think you are.
I
get sick and tired of sitting in this chair and hearing accident waiting to happen as if it's a broken record. Because my Cowboys this year, they're just going to break a lot of records, real records, like on the field records. You just wait and see. So let me ask you this. Are the Green Bay Packers an accident waiting to happen after we saw what happened to Jordy Nelson? Freakish injury? Is that what you're going to tell me all year? They're an accident waiting to happen?
Are the Green Bay Packers waiting 18-plus years for a Super Bowl?
It seems like it's been 18 years since they won one.
I know it seems that way, but factually speaking, it is not. It's 5.
No, that's true.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And are the Carolina Panthers an accident waiting to happen? I could go around the league. Everybody, this happens to everybody
Miami.
at some point. Miami, is that an accident waiting to happen? And back to the way Molly set up this question, she called this a huge hit. You call it a devastating blow. And I'm starting to wonder, as much as I like Orlando Scandrick, is he Deion Sanders? Is that what we're saying today? I mean, is he Everson Walls? Or if I can go way back, is he Cornell Green? Google him. Look him up if you don't know who he is. Is that what we're talking about here? I love Orlando Scandrick. I like having him on this show. He's a ball hawk. He's a hitter. He's a blitz specialist. I get all that. He has been the spirit of a secondary that last year was just okay. It was decent, but it wasn't great. In fact, there are many times it wasn't very good, even with the Deion Sanders that is Orlando Scandrick. So God bless him. Hope he heals quickly. Hope he gets back soon. Obviously, it's not going to be this year. But I'm looking at a defense that's still going to be way better than it was last year. You mentioned Molly's own, Connecticut. Did we lose Stephen A?
I think
you know what? It's
I'm
good.
right here.
I don't need you.
We just lost.
Oh, we lost him. Good.
Did y'all lose me?
Shut him out.
I see y'all perfect.
Turn him off.
I see y'all perfect.
Because we don't need him anymore. It's just Molly and I. There's this kid named Byron Jones. You know, there he is. He's a Yukon guy, right?
Yes, he's a Yukon Husky.
Maybe he'll get pressed into service a little quicker because I think he's really talented. Mo Claiborne was a middle first-round pick who I love coming out of LSU. He has had his struggles, but he is back. And I think he's going to be better than ever. I'm looking at Tyler Patman, who just keeps making plays. Maybe he'll fill in the slot for Orlando Scandrick now and be pretty good. And I'm looking at a pass rush that's going to be 10 times, 100 times better than it was last year, which will help cover for the defensive backfield. Well, Greg Hardy, I know he's going to be gone for 4 games, but he's going to be there in the 5th game. And Stephen A., Randy Gregory, every time I look up in a preseason game, he is flashing off my screen because he was a steal in the draft, of a high first-round pick they stole in the 2nd round, as you know. Okay, now what?
I want you to be careful. Again, I'm here for you.
Yeah.
I'm here for you.
You hate the Cowboys and you know it. It's okay.
I'm
it's okay.
here
I
for
accept
you.
it.
Hey, listen. I love watching events at this stadium. It's the $1 billion playpen. I think it's the modern version of the Roman Coliseum. When we're long gone, you know, decades if not centuries from now, they'll be talking about the $1 billion playpen that is that of Jerry Jones. There's no question about it. But and listen, but let's think about who you're relying upon here. I like Greg Hardy as well. I think he's a big time player. There's no question about that. We have to hope he stays out of trouble. Randy Gregory, okay? I definitely think he was a first-round talent. Very disgusted with him because of his behavior, but I know that he's a first-round talent and he's big time. But Skip Bayless, when you struggle to stay off the weed, I don't know if you want to rely upon that when we're talking about the Cowboys. Morris Claiborne, fresh off of torn patella. Fresh off of that. You know, they say he's guaranteed. He's ready. Obviously, he looks all right at training camp, etc., etc. But he's fresh off the torn patella now. So you got to worry about that. Okay, you got to worry about that. So I'll give it to you. The talent is there to offset the loss of Skandrick. But there are issues you know good and well, week to week. You're going to be reading the headlines, praying that these brothers can maintain discipline and consistency and focus. And that is a lot to ask, especially when it comes to the bright lights that come associated with the Cowboys, okay? So let's be clear. I understand what you're saying, and I anticipate that you will have a very, very productive season. But I got news for you, Skip Bayless, and I reserve the right to address this at a later date. I have told you that the Dallas Cowboys would win the NFC East. But it's not just Skandrick. As I sit here and listen to you, combined with what I'm seeing from the Philadelphia Eagles, I just might change my mind about who's going to win the NFC East before this season begins. Stay tuned.
We're going to stay tuned for this topic a little later in this show. Who's now your favorite in the NFC East? And we'll see if you switch.
We adding that? We adding that?
No, it's already in there. You got to stay up to date with what's going on in the show. You're way out there, La La Land. We get that. You're okay.
He's chill.
You're okay. But you failed to mention one other troubled player that I have coming back after 4 games. Rolando McClain was the best player on my defense last year. He's got a little 4-game suspension he has to serve. Am I going to bank? Am I going to bank on him? I am. I am. Because I think they're all going to shape up and fly right in this defense with the return of a Sean Lee. And you can say, oh, he's been hurt, he's been hurt, he's been hurt.
So Sean Lee.
I'm going to trust him. I'm going to bank on him also this year.
So Sean
Much
Lee
improved on defense.
Sean Lee and Claiborne with the injuries, coming back from the injuries. Then you got at least 2 dudes that struggle to stay off the weed. And then you got Greg Hardy. That's 5 dudes on the defensive side of the ball.
And you sit back.
And you sit back. I trust them. I trust in Dallas, Texas.
And, wait, I'm going to help your case one last time. I'm going to throw in one other dude. I'm going to trust Joseph Randle to be my starting running back. And we know what he shoplifted.
He can play.
I know what happened. I get it. But he's okay now. He grew up.
I don't have a problem with him.
He grew up. And I'm going to take him to the bank.
Look. Joseph Randle, it ain't a matter of growing up. He got himself in a predicament where he needed to run to the department. No. You brought it up.
I did. I teed you up. I gave this to you.
Hold it. Let's educate
Silver platter. Here.
All right? Let's educate the folks. The brother might need to, you saying he need to grow up. No, he just caught himself in a compromising situation where he needed to rush to a department store to steal some cologne and a pair of drawers. Now you figure out why that is. I mean, I'm not even holding it. I don't even consider the brother a thief. He just got caught in some situation. He's trying to cover up something.
All I care about
That's all that was.
All I care about is every time he touched the football last year, 7 yards. 7 yards.
Right. That's fine. That's
taking him to the bank.
All I'm saying to you is that's 6 different dudes, if not 7 different dudes. So you got to hope that some dude don't get himself in a compromising situation where I ain't gonna put his business out there, but we all can imagine why he went and stole a pair of drawers and some cologne. Okay, that's number 1. Then you got 2 dudes, if not 3, with injuries. Then you got 2 dudes that can't stay off the weed, and you got Greg Hardy. All of those things are going to align themselves, right?
Forgot.
He ain't got nothing to worry about, right?
I got the best receiver in pro football. I got Dez Bryant, and Dez has had a few issues in his past, but they're all in his past now. No. Dez don't belong a part of that conversation because he's been a model of consistency for years. I got nothing but love for Dez Bryant. And not only that, all of those brothers, I'm not getting on them. You know, I wish them all well. I don't root against them on that level. I don't want them to get in trouble. I'm just simply saying, think about this. Skip Bayless is rigid and regimented as it comes. Skip Bayless, who is, I'm talking about somebody with a strong moral compass in terms of sticking to your beliefs and walking that walk and talking that talk every day. Skip Bayless, who will sit there and somebody breathes wrong, Skip is all over them. He's like, oh, I don't
don't know about them. I don't know about them. You got 7 different dudes on your team, okay, that you need to rely upon somehow, some way to be consistent and healthy and focused and disciplined in Big D. And none of that's going to go wrong. None of it, right?
Nope, it's all meant to be.
Oh, this is hilarious. Oh, this is hilarious. I can't wait. Good luck with that, Skip. Remember my last words, Molly.
Okay.
Accident waiting to happen. When it needs to happen to derail the Cowboys, you can book it. It's going to happen again. You can just mark it down.
Stephen A., though, listen up. If it's any consolation, we talk about that playpen. They open up the season against the Giants at Jerry's World Sunday Night Football. The Giants have 6 notable injuries on defense, 3 DBs, so they can relate.
Hey, Molly, it doesn't matter. The Dallas Cowboys could end up winning the division. They could end up going to the playoffs. I'm telling you. When it counts most, when you're at the height of expectations, they will disappoint you. You can book it. You can book it.
All right. I will remember that. We go from one of Stephen A.'s teams now, the Giants, to another. Michael